Hello world, welcome back to Agile on the Trail. I'm your host, Voices. Today is Tuesday, August the 29th, making this day 151. It's a good drink. Anyways, that was my stall site last night. I can't really see it too well. I see it right there. Yeah, good. Little tight. Tent didn't quite fit. Well, I had it wrapped around this tree a little bit. It's a little bit of a sketch of a setup. I'm right along the trail. There's the trail right there, the Appalachian Trail. I did not get to my intended spot, which was Garfield campsite. Instead, I camped on the other side of Garfield Mountain, which is that way. Instead, I camped at Garfield Pond. Made 9.3 miles for the day yesterday. And today I am going to try to go 14. It is 8 o'clock. I am getting a much earlier start than I did yesterday, but these climbs are brutal. And to add to the difficulty, it rained all night last night, which is why I stealthed early. It started to rain, it started to spit. And I'm like, not worth trying to go up and over a mountain, a 4K mountain, to get to a campsite in the rain as it was getting dark. So I camped, pitched a tent, kind of made a new spot, I guess. It was okay. I mean, the double pad system's still working. I was warm underneath my sleeping bag. I have my warm clothes. It is getting chilly. I believe the weather report today said high of like 60-ish. I don't believe it. We'll see. I mean, we are at elevation. Sun is coming out. It's kind of partly cloudy, but they're forecasting rain throughout the day today too. So, hey, just like the Smokies, you don't know what you're going to get from day in and day out, but you're almost guaranteed to get wet and cold. Speaking of that, I'm going to get moving so I can warm up. Hope you guys are having a great Taco Tuesday, and I'll check in with you later. Good morning from the top of Mount Garfield. Yeah, we got weather system moving in. Get a little bit of a view. Yeah, just a partial view. Look at that. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8:30 in the morning. Well, I guess technically that's the top. I'm not going there. Yeah, a little bit of what we just came off of yesterday, right there. Yep. That's Mount Lafayette. And in the clouds to the left is Lincoln. We came down that ridge. This way. I'm gonna go this way. Alright, just showing you a little bit what my morning looks like. How's your Taco Tuesday morning going? Alright. Later. Well, I have no one else to be upset at except for me and New Hampshire. I went down the wrong trail. I almost went a little over a quarter of a mile down this blue blaze. That's actually very cruisy. Thinking I was on the Appalachian Trail, but I wasn't. Now, why am I upset, New Hampshire? Well, we were warned by multiple people who have hiked this that New Hampshire is infamous for continuously, year by year, running out of paint for white blazes. That's code for they don't do a good job at all. Period. If I had one complaint about New Hampshire, it's that their blazing sucks. Horribly. Their blazing for side trails, their budget for blue blazing, phenomenal. Their budget for white blazing, the Appalachian Trail, non-existent. Really, seriously. I had this problem when I slack packed. I had this problem basically as soon as I entered New Hampshire. And obviously, I am a victim of this problem at this current time. Oh well. I made the best of the situation. I was trying to get to the Garfield shelter so I can use the privy, because it's been a minute since I had a good sit-down nature call. Well, hardly anybody walks this trail, so I had the woods all to myself. Yep. When you find yourself down in a blue blaze, sit down, take care of business, and then get back to it. Getting back to it for me, it's hiking a little over a quarter mile uphill over actually rocky, cruisy terrain to get back on the Appalachian Trail. I estimate I've lost probably 30 to 40 minutes of actual hiking through this whole ordeal. But it's not the worst story. One of the times I was practice hiking, I think it was at High Banks Park, I ran into somebody who had done the through hike, and he stated that he did the same thing multiple times, you know, go down the wrong side trail, whatever. Except one time he went down a side trail for 5 miles. So 10-mile round trip extra hiking for him just because he made the wrong turn. Now, I don't know if it was in New Hampshire or not. I'm almost willing to bet even money it was. However, you know, Far Out had me at like 0.3 off trail. Not too bad. All right. I'm going to get to finishing this little side quest of mine and get back on the Appalachian Trail. Hope you guys are having a great Taco Tuesday. Oh yeah, and on the Appalachian Trail, you hike down waterfalls. This is fun. All right, past the waterfall. Had a really good conversation with Dynamo and Uber, mostly Dynamo. They were, well, they're kind of doing a small little, you know, loop section, whatever, here in the Whites. They're both aspiring to do a through hike. And Dynamo, well, he let it slip that he might have heard my channel or recalled me on YouTube. Not 100% sure, but very grateful that at least, you know, somebody's heard of this channel. Yes, that's not a slight against the 200 plus people I have already subscribed, and the countless others that haven't subscribed that watch these videos. However, Dynamo and I, we got to talking about, you know, what the trail does and going down the waterfall and how, you know, all these other trails are nice, but the ATC seems to put the trail where it's like, how many hikers can we wipe out? And that just kind of led to one conversation after another, and we ended up hiking together for a while, and it was glorious. Speaking of other people, there's some people ahead. Don't know if they want to be videoed, so I'm going to turn off and turn back on later. Here's a little bit of a view. That's what I'm hiking up into. I think that one right there, it's South Twin Mountain. I got a steep climb up to it. I am currently at, specifically, the Galehead hut. And I stopped in to see if they had any leftovers for like breakfast, like, you know, oatmeal, and I heard they had some baked goods for sale and stuff, and they were all out. Sucks. Really sucks. But they did have hot water, coffee, and cocoa mix. So I had some hot chocolate and used hot water for my own oatmeal. I sat right down here, basking in the sun, drying out a little bit before I sweat out. To start my climb. So it's getting on 12:30. I got a lot of miles to do today, a lot. So let's get to it. South Twin Mountain. Woo. That was one long and steep climb for a decent view. Everything around. Oh, there's a trail. I got more miles I got to do today. I'm going to enjoy the view for a minute or two, and then I'm going to get going. It's 1:45, and I'm just leaving South Twin Mountain. I spent way too much time up there on the peak. 2 day hikers, 2 girls came up, young adults, and you know, they were just up there and, you know, day hiking. Asked me to take their picture. I did. And we got to talking, and they realized I was a thru hiker. And suddenly the conversations and questions started flying. One of them has friends that are already doing it, and the other one, it's on her bucket list and she wants to do it, but she's unsure. So they were just asking me like what all my experiences were, you know, my backpack weight, you know, things I've experienced and seen, what I like about the trail, what I don't like about the trail. And it was a really good conversation. I am not going to make the miles today. Not going to make the miles today. I'm going to have to maybe night hike to make up the miles. Oh well. All right, I'm going to put the camera down. This is getting steep, and I would like to have my trekking poles. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll check in with you later. Well, got another great view off of a smaller mountain. Guyot. Yeah, a bit of windy day. All right. Let's go. All right, everybody. T-minus 2 hours. I got 4.7 miles to go. And my pace today has not been good. However, I am hitting a very cruisy flat section. I'm hoping to pick up the pace and really push to get the 4.7 done by 7:30 tonight. Because it gets dark. 7:30. That's when the sun sets. Days are getting shorter. All right, so I just dropped a lot of elevation, went past Zealand Falls, and I took a hiker bath / laundry, aka found a nice pool of water, and I jumped in. Shoes, socks, pants, shirt, buff, everything. And got drenched. It's cold water. Well, it's not cold water, but it was cold enough. But it did wash, you know, pretty much 2 days worth of sweat and grime off my body and out of the clothes. And I'll be adding a little bit back to it as I'm going to push these 4.7 miles to Ethan Pond tonight. There is a reason why I'm doing it. One, because I can. Two, last night I made a reservation for one of the huts. You see, you can't reserve a hut on that day. They won't let you do it. Nope. You have to do 2 days out. So I picked the next hut because Zealand Fall hut I just left as well. So it's a Mizpah hut, which is a hut that's very close to the base of Mount Washington. Let's see here. Top one. 10-way trail, AT. Zinland Trail, A to Z Trail. That way. I think that's the one I need to take. Oh, it doesn't say AT by it, because this is Ethan Pond Trail AT. Oh, wait a minute, this way. Oh, that's right, I do make a right, not a left. See, it pays to read. All right, yeah, the sign says 4.8. Far out says 4.7. Who cares? All right, I'm hoping it's going to be like this flat stuff here. I really do, because I can crank out 2.5, 3 mile pace. So if I can keep a good pace, then I should get to Ethan Pond shelter, not hut, shelter. A little bit of daylight left. Also, keeping this pace, I will warm up and dry these clothes out. So by the time I arrive, well, I'll be dry-ish. Yeah, a lot of things going on. So yeah, Ethan Pond, then tomorrow morning, up and early. And the reason why I'm pushing is not only to get to the hut, but also I need to run into town to do a quick resupply. So yeah, a lot of things to do tomorrow. Hoping to get up early, get them done, get them crushed. All right, people are coming the opposite direction. I'm gonna turn the camera off. Hope you guys are having a great Taco Tuesday. Well, I made it to Ethan Pond campsite and shelter. And as you can see, I chose to camp. I got my camping pass for the whites, thanks to the caretaker here, whose name is Solitaire. And yeah, I'm gonna go back down because it's just 8 o'clock. Yeah, it looks like it's really dark because my headlamp. Pushed really good miles today. Really did. You can see my breath too. Yeah, it is getting a little chilly up here. I'm at above 3,000 feet elevation. It's a decent elevation, but I desperately do need to get up early in the morning, go down to, I think it's called Route 302, get hitched down to the gas station, and get a couple day resupply, and then get back to from the gas station and get to the hut. Get to the hut. All right, well, City Dog is here. I've been chasing him for a minute, and he took a time lapse of the sunset over Ethan Pond. And I was arriving just as the sun was setting over Ethan Pond. So I'm going to try to go and get an airdrop of that. All right, well, I hope you guys have a good night. I'll check you guys out in the morning.